Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Limited MTG Mentor. It's a show where Josh, that's me, and my friend Kai, we play some limited magic. Say hi, Kai.
Hello, everyone.
And so for a while now, Kai's been mentoring me on how to be a better limited player. And he's been teaching me better drafting strategies, deck building strategies, play strategies, and tactics. And we thought, why not share this mentoring process with anyone else who wants to join us? Also, Kai and I, we would love to be able to do this a lot more often and make a lot more videos like this. So if you like it, please hit like and subscribe. It would really help us out. Thanks. All right, Kai. So let's see, what do we have going on today?
Well, it's probably good just going to continue our premiere draft with foundations and start collecting that set for you, as it is the current draft set. I mean, we could always do some Pioneer Masters if you would like. Again, the Pioneer Masters once again has a different sheet, so it has changed slightly since the last time we drafted it. But
I mean,
as far as
a part of me wants to do some of the Pioneer Masters just to build my collection for Constructed, but that's also not really that necessary.
I mean, and it doesn't help your collection for standard, only for Pioneer.
Yeah.
But
Or future
the
modern,
amount
if
of
modern gets
yeah,
on there.
but the good thing about drafting is you fill your vault up very often, and you get a lot of wild cards. Speaking of which, your vault is full right now, so you can open your vault and you get some wild cards. So I mean, the wild card helps you build constructed decks as it is.
Cool.
So So
I
the
don't.
more you draft, the more you're going to build your collection, regardless of if you're getting specific cards or not.
Okay. Well,
Sound a little much.
yeah, just a little bit loud.
So I'm fine with either one. If you want to do some Pioneer Masters, it is a little higher power level. Could be a little more fun. Could do more tricky things like go 5 colors and stuff like that.
Well, I go either way. So I chose yesterday. Why don't you pick out today's?
Let's go with another Foundations draft since we've only done. Or I guess we've done a few of each. We've only done one premiere draft of Foundations. So let's go ahead and I
Foundation.
want to redeem ourselves for yesterday. We only went 3-3, so I want to get some redemption on that one.
Understandable. Draw out another 10,000 coins.
Yeah, build that gem count up. I mean, your gem count was what, 20,000 when you started? You're at 25,000 now, so you're climbing with gems pretty fast.
I think it was like 19, but yeah. Oh, I forgot to look at what my quests were at the very beginning to see what we have to force draft.
No, no, that's not how the drafting works. No, no, no. If you want to get your quests done specifically, do standard or some sort of constructed. I mean, if you draft a lot, you're going to end up getting your quests done anyway.
Yeah, I don't even know
So
what
let's
my
see what
quests are.
pack one brings us. All right, so we got some fun cards in this pack. So Drake Catcher is a decent card. I don't think it's a first pickable card. You're not going to build a deck around it, and it's very hard to connect to get the ability to go off. I'm a big fan of Cat Collector. The card is quite good. It's a 3/2 that comes with a food token, and then anytime you gain a life for the first time during your turn, you get a cat token as well.
Hmm.
So it is two bodies for one. Goes in life gain deck, which is a decent deck. Revenge of the Rats, I'm not big on. Seeker's Folly is a pretty good card, but not something you need to pick up early. Slumbering Cerberus is a decent card. Again, not something you're going to want to first pick. You're not missing out on any removal in this pack, really.
Nope.
The only other cards to know or think twice on Burglar Rat. I think Cat Collector is definitely an easy pick here. Following that up by getting a High Society Hunter pass to you. This is a very strong card. Very surprised this past you. This is a crazy good pack too. So you have High Society Hunter is a great black bomb, right? Anytime a non-token creature dies while he's on the board, you get to draw a card. And then when he attacks, you can also sack a creature to put a counter on him, which makes you draw a card. Then you have Fiendish Panda. Gain a life, puts counters on it, and when he dies, you return other creature cards from your graveyard equal to or less than its power. Then you have Dazzling Angel, which is the premier life gain card. So following Cat Collector, the Dazzling Angel is also a really good pick.
Ooh, so do we stay white or do
Um,
we want to stay open and pick the black?
I mean, I would say taking the High Society Hunter is probably better. You're not gonna get another one of those, whereas the Dazzling Angel is a common, so you definitely are gonna have chances to get more of those.
I mean, it.
They're both fantastic cards, though. All right, Claws Out. If you're going super wide, can be a good card. Not, it's one of those ones you don't want to pick up early, but can be fine once you are going wide. Stromkirk Blood Chief is not a very good black card. Typically not playing this card in most decks. Vanguard Seraph for the life gain deck is 4 mana, 3/3 angel that surveils one. It's just okay. Think Twice is, I would say Think Twice. Dragon Trainer is the best card in the pack, but it's in red. We're not in red. I don't think we want to pick that up right now. I would say the Seraph to stay on color, or Think Twice to stay open. I think just maybe just taking the Seraph and going along with what we already have right now. Um, this pack is not very strong for us, so.
Okay.
And another not very good pack.
Jeez.
Um,
Did white just get cut?
yeah, white might be getting cut. Um, and to stay open here, there's not much. There's not much we want to even pick here that'll keep us open to other colors. Nothing in this pack is very good. I think the Soul Caller is probably the best card. So we take a Soul Caller or the Evolving Wilds.
Yeah, might as well take the soul color. Yeah, we'll probably see more evolving wilds come around.
Well, there's a great white card, so maybe white's not getting cut. Veladar Savior is a fantastic white card. Um, Other cards in the pack that are okay, Macabre Walls, Fake Your Own Death are both okay, but Veladar Savior is way better. We definitely need to lower our curve here. We're all creatures, and we start at 3. We have one 3-drop, 2 4-drops, and 2 5-drops. So definitely need to lower our curve a bit. But Veladar Savior is a very good card. Luminous Rebuke,
Ooh.
very easy pickup for removal.
Yep.
Don't really want a second Seraph Vanguard right now. Infestation Sage is a decent black card as well. Goes well in the sack outlet decks. Hopefully we pick, if we do stay black, hopefully we pick a couple of those up, but they can't pass a good removal spell. Good 2-drop and Burglar Rat. Definitely a good curve filler. Make your opponent discard a card. Not much else in that pack.
Ooh.
Second Burglar Rat or taking the Big Fin Bouncer to stay open. Probably just take the second Burglar Rat here.
Yeah, I mean, we're already in pick 8, so.
That is a really late Burglar or Bouncer, though. We've seen no black removal. Haven't seen too much in the life gain deck so far either.
That's a little concerning.
So right now we're just kind of like a black white decent creature deck. Notably, Fake Your Own Death is pretty good with what we have because Burglar Rat's coming back, Cat Collector coming back, Felidar Savior coming back, High Society Hunter coming back, even Vampire Soul Caller coming back. They all have effects that are good to come back on. I think I like Pilfer here over Revenge of the Rats. A little more hand control. 2 Burglar Rats and a Pilfer. That's a lot of hand control, so we could controlling their hand quite a bit here.
Okay.
Um,
Pick up
take the katana and put it in your sideboard.
pick up some equipment.
Yeah,
Man, we got beat
it
up
can be
yesterday
played if
from
needed.
equipment.
You did get beat up yesterday by equipment. It was very interesting.
Yeah, that was not fun. Well, we still went 3-3.
It just seems like, yeah, it seems like the creature decks are doing better right now than controller decks in this format. And that's kind of what we went up against. We were a control deck and we went up against a lot of go wide creature decks. Definitely love to see some Healer's Hawks in pack two. Another Cat Collector would be nice. Some Dazzling Angel.
A bake into a pie.
Some decent black removal. Stab. Bake into a Pie. Hero's Downfall. Eaten Alive. As far as creatures go, we would love to see like a Vampire Gormand for
What
an
does that one do?
uncommon. It's a 2-mana 2/2. Whenever it attacks, you can sack another creature and draw a card, and he becomes unblockable. So it's just another draw card outlet. That's also unblockable. Tolarian Tears. You already have a Katana, so probably Tolarian Tears is the best card in the pack. Just throw it in your sideboard. Take the creature and put it in your sideboard.
Gee, is green open?
Um, those Stompers are subpar creatures. I mean, they're big beat creatures, but they cost 6 mana. So you'll see them often coming around very late. Grow from the Ashes for your sideboard. And a land, I'm assuming.
And these passes are taking a while today.
Not thrilled with the start of our deck. Let's see if we can open something that helps. Oh, Anthem of Champion. That is a very strong card for green white. One of the reasons to play green white. But we have a Dazzling Angel in the pack, so I'm pretty sure we just ignore that card because it's not on our colors and stick with the creature that's amazing for what we're doing. We're not passing any removal here. We are passing an Arbiter of Woe, which could be good for this deck. Squad Rallier, which could be decent for this deck, but you don't want to pick that up early, and that's about it. This pack is pretty light on other stuff. Notably in blue, I love Feybloom Trick. That's one of my favorite cards for the set. Instant speed, create 2/1/1 flyers for 3 mana and tap a creature opponent controls. So I really like that card.
Nice.
But I'm very happy about a Dazzling Angel picked up here. And then, good pack. Resolute, Reinforcements, Healer's Hawk, and a Bake into a Pie.
Oh,
We are very low on removal, but Healer's Hawk is also so strong for our deck. We have a lot of creatures.
yeah, I hate to pass the bake into a pie, but the Healer's Hawk is that good.
Healer's Hawk is very good,
I mean,
yes.
the bake into a pie isn't going to come back around.
Neither one of those are going to come back around.
All right,
I hate to pass a bake into a pie and then not get removal. That's what I'm most worried about. We can get other creatures, but we might not be able to get other removal. I think you have to take the bake into a pie here.
Oof, last second decisions. Oh,
And
and
then a bake into a pie and a Luminous Rebuke in the next pack. Well, man, with a deck like this, I believe Luminous Rebuke is actually better than Bake into a Pie. Bake into a Pie does gain you life, so it can combo off with Cat Collector. Cat Collector is the only one that that your life gain really combos off with. But Luminous Rebuke can only cost 2 mana, which could be a huge deal when you're trying to play creatures and remove stuff. Whereas Bake into a Pie costs 4 mana,
yeah,
and it's double black. So I think Luminous Rebuke is the right removal spell here. Sorry about my dog in the background.
I'm really regretting losing that Healer's Hawk.
I mean, I don't regret it. Removal's really good. Healer's Hawk is really good too. Yeah, I don't regret it. It's it's fine. We got a couple different options here. Cathar Commando as a 2-drop 3/1 with Flash, Macabre Waltz from first some Graveyard Recursion, and Scorned Barons for fixing. Notably, Tatiova is the best card in the pack, but we're not splashing 2 colors. Um, I actually think Macabre Waltz is probably the best card for this deck specifically. We definitely want some Graveyard Recursion with the creatures we have. It's kind of like a black draw 2 in most circumstances.
Hmm. Sure.
That's a pretty easy Soul Shackle Zombie. We're not going wide enough for Claws Out to be good enough. Um, Best card of the pack is definitely the Eldritch Regrower in green. It's just one that gets back a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand, so recursion. But we are definitely not playing green. The Battle Song Berserker is also pretty strong in red, and Bite Down's decent in green. But I definitely like Soul Shackle Zombie. Great curve, filler, got a great effect, give you a couple reach abilities. Uh, Hungry Ghoul as a 2-drop is probably your best pickup here. Your curve definitely got a lot lower, which is nice. You got 3 2-drops, 2 3-drops, 3 4-drops, and 2 5-drops. Ooh, late Eaten Alive. That makes you happy. Easy Eaten Alive. Premium black removal.
Yeah, that's nice. We'll take that.
Not too thrilled about anything this pack. I'm not a fan of Crypt Feaster. You can take the Sanguine Siphoner and put in your sideboard. If we get a lot more like Life Matters, you could play the Sanguine Siphoner. But as of right now, it's definitely not good enough to be in your deck. But nothing else is going to go in your deck from that pack. I'd
Hmm.
probably just take the land and put it in your sideboard on the small off chance that we want to splash something in red. Definitely looks like white. White is definitely not open. Um, Fortunately, our first couple picks were white for both packs, and it has been the least passed to us color. But we've got a lot of really good black cards in this pack. I would just take the big fat creature and put it in your sideboard so nobody can have that one. Notably, not that good of a creature unless you can give it trample, but it can end the game very fast if it connects. Our
So
curve was looking fantastic. We got some removal. Um, got some good creatures. Maybe Zombify for the sideboard in case we can find something worth recurring. As of right now in our deck, there's nothing quite worth recurring for 4 mana.
you don't like the Bolt Wave?
Absolutely not. Put that Zombify in your sideboard. Because most likely you are not playing it unless we get a good reason to. Bushwhack's the best card in the pack. Throw it in your sideboard. Probably not. Yeah, green was open. Yes.
Man, our
Bite
sideboard
down to the sideboard.
is full of good green cards.
All right, let's see what pack 3 brings us. Lunar Insight. Definitely not worth playing, but some very good white cards for us. Sunblessed Healer, Banishing Light, and Luminous Rebuke. I think it's pretty easy to say it's Sunblessed Healer is easily to pick up here. You kick it and return a creature, or sorry, permanent card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So bringing back Rats again or Hungry Ghoul. Very strong card. It is sad passing a Banishing Light, but that creature's it's also a 3/1 lifelinker. The creature's just really, really strong. Looking for a Healer's Hawk here. Right. best cards in the pack are Micromancer and Burst Lightning. Those are both off color. So we have Soul Shackle Zombie or Gutless Plunder. I'd probably go with the Gutless Plunder as it sets up our draws and keeps our curve slightly lower. Another Soul Shackle just raises our curve, and we don't want to be. We want to curve out with this deck for sure. This deck's nothing too fancy. Uh, should be consistent, which is what we want, but there's nothing crazy in it. We got the Shriek Mass, which is very awkward in this deck specifically because we're not milling cards. It's better in the blue-black deck. The Vengeful Blood Witch could be okay. It's aristocrat style deck. Whenever another creature you control dies, they lose a life, you gain a life. Could be playable. Make Your Move as a removal spell could be fine. And then a second Macabre Waltz, which I don't think we would play. So I think it's out of the Blood Witch and the Make Your Move. What do we have for removal right now? 4 pieces. Eaten Alive, Bake into a Pie, and 2 Luminous Rebukes. Oh, Fiendish Panda. That's a very nice pickup. And a very
Yeah.
easy pickup. You're not missing much in this pack. Fiendish Panda is the best card in the pack, followed by the Nessian Horn Beetle and Big Fin Bouncer. But yeah, Fiendish Panda, definitely. Some more graveyard recursion. You got a decent amount of graveyard recursion in this deck, which I like.
Yeah, we'll take the panda.
Very sad that we had to pass the first Panda. But Mischievous Pup is probably the best card in this pack. That's another Lunar Insight, rare, which we don't want. Armosaur Guide's not good, and the Marauding Blight Priest I wouldn't play unless you're playing with the Infinite Combo. So it's a pretty easy pup pickup here. It's really good with the Burglar Wraths, the Sunblessed Healer. It's good to save anything you want. So really looking for one more really strong creature. I think I like the Seeker's Folly here. What's our creature count? 15. So we definitely have a high amount of creatures already. I think I like the Seeker's Folly quite a bit. We only have what? We have 2 angels.
Two
Is that right?
angels. Yeah.
So for the Valkyrie, which is just okay. With 2 Burglar Rats, a Pilfer, and then the Seeker's Folly, we could completely eat your opponent's hand and make them be top decking very early. I like that option there. And there's another Burglar Rat, which I would absolutely take. Nothing else in that pack is worthwhile. So we got a lot of hand disruption, which I like.
3 burglar rats. Jeez.
With 2 colors, I would take the Rogue's Passage here. It gives us some reach to end games. We're not splashing, so we don't have to worry about getting land screwed from it. And there's only 1 double black card. Everything else is a single
No.
casting cost. So it's
The hunter.
definitely a land we would play. Oh, two double black cards.
Yeah.
But definitely a card we could play in this deck. At this point, I would take the rare for your collection. Take another Zombie for your sideboard, I guess. Probably not playing it. Shriek Mass for your sideboard. Don't think you're playing that one. You might play the Shriek Mass. Horn Beetle. Yeah, green was very open. Late Horn Beetle. That is nuts. Horn Beetle is a very strong card. Seclude card for your sideboard. So you're playing 17 lands, and the deck is pretty much built already. If you decide to play 16 and play the Shriek Mass. So it's pretty much whether you want to play 16 and the Shriek Mass or 17 and keep it at it as is.
Well, give me a second to catch up. Let's take a look at what we have. Man, no,
So we
no
have
one drop creatures.
4 pieces of really good removal. We do have to remember that we only have 4 pieces of removal going in, so we want to make sure we're using our removal as it's absolutely needed. Because I'm not mad we took that bacon chip pie at all. Now we only have 4 pieces of removal. Had we not taken that bacon chip pie, we'd only have 3.
Hmm.
So, the curve looks fantastic though.
I,
So again, there's
I can't believe
whether or not you want to
it's
play.
just built. There's our 40.
Pretty much.
Well, should I get
Let's
a?
take a double look at our sideboard and make sure there's nothing else we want to include. So in black we have the Siphoner and the Shriek Mass, and we don't have anything in white. Is that correct?
Huh.
All right. A little worried about playing 17 in this deck, but
All right, let me get
because
it.
one of them's a rogue passage, we should be okay. Take a snippet of it.
Yep. Yeah, I'll just swap out
But
the screenshot so we can reference that later. Okay. Are we ready to go?
let's do it. Again, this deck is nothing special, so we're shooting for 4 wins. Be happy with anything at 4 wins and above. We're looking for consistency. And so, I mean, you got a 2-drop and a removal spell. I don't think you can pitch that hand. It's not super fun, but we are on the draw, so hopefully we can draw into a little more gas. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the hand, but I don't think you can mull it.
Ugh, I hate that. All right.
It's not the funnest spot to be in, but all right, no more lands, please.
Ugh.
Uh-oh.
Play the ghoul,
The
I guess.
worries of Yep, the worries of 17 land might come true this game. Oh, that was a good draw. Swing in, see what he does. Oh, it's a fantastic draw. Don't play a land and play the plunder, and now you get to set up your next draw, which is fantastic. It's probably one of the best draws you could have drew that turn.
Thank goodness.
All right, so I think you put the waltz on top because you can get back the rat and something else. I don't think you want to lose waltz, so I think waltz is a pretty easy, safe pick to put on top there. You may have the wolf to exile your rat here, but he did not. So you play a white source, and then I would attack with just the plunderer here because you're not going to trade. And just passing the turn. Waiting for him to attack in and Lunas rebuking his creature.
Or
Oh, no
not.
attacks, so it's your turn. Yeah.
Oh, hello, burglar rat.
So yeah, I think you probably play the burglar rat pre-combat. So play land, play the burglar rat, so because you can sack the rat if needed. Or he's got red in his deck. Interesting.
He's
And
probably
yeah,
holding he's probably holding a
question
lot of
is, do
red
you want to?
cards.
Yes, and he may be holding the trick, so I probably would just attack with the plunderer again. And then yeah, just pass the turn. Two more turns, you're going to be able to play the High Society Hunter, or actually next turn you can start getting value off the High Society Hunter. So with the ghoul on board, you can sack creatures to get counters on your ghoul and draw cards from the Society Hunter. So
So they're obviously probably have a lot of red cards. No red source. They're not playing
yep.
anything. Should we put the Luminous Rebuke on there now and swing it for everybody?
So you'd have to spend 5 to do it now. So I don't think so.
Oh,
Only
I couldn't
costs 3
anyway. Yeah.
less if you. Yeah, exactly. So right now you're going to go for value. I would play your Rogue's Passage, and then play the High Society Hunter, and then I would attack. I would attack with the Hunger Ghoul and the Plunderer here. Force him to have something, and you might lose a couple creatures here. So I would use the Ghoul and sack the Burglar Rat to put a counter on it. And that alone is going to let you draw a card.
Oh, I love that.
Now, if you trade, you get to draw 2 more cards now.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So,
That worked out so well.
yep. And now you can play Burglar Rat. He's probably going to kill your guy. All right. Now you can Macabre Waltz back. I would Pilfer first. See what cards they got working with their hand. See what you're most afraid of. Probably the Heroic Reinforcements is probably the best card in their hand. Heroic Reinforcements and Burst Lightning are the two, but you're not too worried about Burst Lightning. So I would take the Heroic Reinforcements. And then play Burglar Rat. Make them discard another card. So you're just eating their hand up now. And then attack for 2. And then Macabre Waltz and get back your big guy and probably a Burglar Rat. It's a High Society Hunter and a Burglar Rat. And pitch the land. And if they don't draw red here, I'm pretty sure they just concede. Yep.
You called it. Wow. Yeah.
Brutal start. Yeah, brutal start for your opponent. It's unfortunate that they got land screwed.
Yeah, that is.
But High Society Hunter definitely played really well for your deck. You had it back in your hand again. So good value. And look at that. Completed one of your quests without even knowing what you were trying to complete. Joicho.
Ooh.
That's another not fun hand, but you can't mull it.
What? You think so?
I think you keep it, yeah, for sure.
On the play?
It's slow, but you get to pilfer them on turn 2 and take their best card. You can have 2 removal spells following up if absolutely needed, and then The Soul Shackle, most like if we hit a creature with Pilfer, then Soul Shackle has a target on turn 4.
Wow, I would not have kept that.
It's not a fun hand by any means, but it can get a lot worse than that. As in, you can get not enough mana to cast anything. I mean, you can pretty much cast everything in your hand right now. Pilfer them. See what they're working with. Blue black control, I'm assuming. That's an easy take of the Grook's Uprising. It's a card that gives them a lot of value. So they have an Aetherize and a Bushwhack, and then a whole bunch of land. So just remember to not play into that Aetherize. And there's a 2-drop for you to play now. Again, not the most thrilling 2-drop against them, but at least it's something to play.
Ooh,
Oh,
surveil
we want
3.
them to hit the creature. Yeah, surveil a creature into the graveyard for us, please. Put a creature in the graveyard. Pretty please.
I mean, we only need to get one in order to trigger the 2 life, right?
Correct. Yep. And he did not. But that was a good draw. Rat and make them discard another card. They probably just discard a land, I'm assuming. But slowly picking away their hand is part of our game plan, so. Would love to draw the Seeker's Folly. Wow, they discarded Strix Lookout. No attacks. So they have a Bushwhack, 2 lands, Aetherize, and then an Unknown now. I'm probably going to Bushwhack and fight your 1/1. Oh, they
Pick.
got a pick. That's a little bit annoying. But that means they're going to attack, and I would very easily Luminous Rebuke after they attack. So they attack, go ahead and kill it. Stops them from. It's their only creature 1, and it stops them from getting any treasures. Yeah, go ahead and swing in for 2, and then play your Soul Shackle Zombie. Get rid of both their creatures. I would actually only get rid of one of them. This sounds funny. Get rid of the Grook's Uprising and the Ink Mage. Because if they, next turn, if they bounce all your creatures to your hand, you want another creature to exile to trigger it again. Play your land, yep. They are creatureless unless they top deck a creature, so.
They still have the Etherize. Oh,
They did top deck a creature, and it was a good one at that.
well, let's hope they swing in with it.
Well, you can kill it either way. I just, which you may have to try to keep the pressure up. And see what they discard here. My guess is they're going to Bushwhack and kill one of your creatures. They could possibly just equip. So you have discard a land.
Looks like they're going to equip.
They're just going to equip.
Ooh.
Well, that was a good draw. So I would. Wow, this is hard. Huh.
Should we just kill their creature and go for it?
I don't think so. I think I should just swing in for 4 with the zombie. Offer a trade here, which they won't take. So they just take 4 and go to 13. I think you're going to try to get a 2-for-1 with a Luminous Rebuke here. So just pass the turn. You're wanting them to fight. So he's going to be able to loot again, possibly create a treasure.
Oh, I see.
But if he goes to try to fight, then you kill it in response. So I think you just let him do this. Because again, if he doesn't play a creature, you're swinging him for 6 while he's at 13 life here. Yeah. She's got something to cast instant speed. Oh, Aetherize. Duh. Which is not going to cast Aetherize. Resolve. You're okay seeing a land here. I'm glad you didn't use your removal spell. All right, so Muldrotha resolves,
Whew.
and then instantly kill that. Pay 5 and kill it. Auto pay. Oh, nice. Yeah, go ahead and swing in for 6. And play the cat collector. And I would also crack the food token right now, so you can gain 3 and create another 1/1 token. And that puts a lot of pressure on them. However, they do have Aetherize in their hand, so you get to choose very wisely on your attacks next turn. He probably will attack here because of the Aetherize in his hand. Very glad we decided not to kill the scavenger on your turn,
Yeah, jeez.
because that Muldrotha would have been a rough one.
Yeah, we have to remember we only have those 4 pieces of removal.
Yep, we only have 2 left. Yep. So he's gonna fight your Blood Witch. Yep. Which will trigger. He'll take 1 and go to 6. So I would not attack with your token. Attack with the other 3. He'll Aetherize, bounce him back to your hand.
Those 3?
Yep.
Does he have the mana to... Yeah, he does.
Yeah. And he has to, because he dies if he doesn't. All right, so then you get to play your land and make him discard the last card in his hand by playing Burglar Rat. And then I would play the Soul Shackle and drain him for 2. And put lethal back on the board. Exile that Muldrotha for sure, and maybe the Drake Catcher. Both of his rares. All right. So he's on top deck mode. If he attacks in, he does have 1 more draw. But the Soul Shackle kills him by itself.
And we can get the
It'd
Blood
be
Witch
really hard
back.
for him to. Well, he's going to attack, so he obviously didn't get something to help him. Pitches a land and hopes to. He has to play a creature that will block the zombie, which he did not get. Very nice. Consistency, just staying ahead of him the whole game. Seeing his hand and pilfering away stuff, making him discard. I think we made him discard 3 cards total that game. And very timely answer from Muldrotha. That could have been the game could have went very different had we used that removal spell the turn before.
Yeah, we would have been in a lot of trouble.
I like the hand. Too bad we're not on the play with it. It'd be a lot better on the play, but still a good hand.
But no removal.
Well, we only have 4 pieces in the deck, so it's not really that surprising that there's no removal in the hand.
Let's see. I'll play Swamp.
Then it gets red-white aggro
That's great.
with a Cerberus on turn 1. So I would go ahead and play Hungry Ghoul, so you're able to trade with that if possible.
How many turns until? Oh, okay.
Oh, that's really good for him. So you're going to take 5 this turn. No blocks. It doesn't untap during his next untap step, at least.
Oof.
Unless he's got. All right. So I would definitely attack for 2 here. And then play your Plunder, since it has Death Touch. And sets up your next draw. And the next turn you can double Rat. Oh, interesting. I actually, I actually think the Sunbless is probably better here because you're gonna lose. Oh man, that's really hard. You can get the Sunbless back with multiple ways. So actually, stick with Bacon the Pie. Put Bacon the Pie on top. You have Macabre Waltz and a Soul Collar and a Panda to get the other guy back. It sucks losing out on that value, but I think having that removal that gains 3 life is kind of important right now.
Well, we could double Burglar Rat him on the next turn.
Yes. Yep. And that's probably what you're going to do. Yep. If he plays 1 card here, and then you double Burglar Rat him, he's down to 1 card in hand. Oh, yeah, that's a good card too. I think you have to bake into a pie that right now, actually.
All right.
Because if he discards a creature off of it, then you fall farther behind. I would attack with just your Hungry Ghoul, because his guy is going to untap. And you would like to trade your Death Toucher for that, if possible. So you're hoping he doesn't play more than 1 card here. Definitely trade. No, trade. What was the whole point of leaving him back?
I. My bad.
What was your thought process there?
I thought I was hitting the button to pass the block.
Well, you got a big problem in Krenko here, so you have no answer for Krenko. You definitely double Burglar Rat here, either way, to make sure you get the value from him. Not trading there is going to be pretty detrimental. Play your other rat. And then play your land. And I would go ahead and attack with the Plunderer, because he's not going to attack with the Krenko, so. And he's not going to block with it either. So attack with just the Plunder that has Death Touch. Now we got to find an answer for that Krenko, or it's going to take over the game by itself very fast. So it'll create 1 goblin this turn. It'll create 2 the next. Create 2 more the next turn, then 4 more the following turn. Oh, and he top decked a goblin. So it actually will create 2 this turn. Definitely need to find some removal off the top. All right, play your land, play your Dazzling Angel. Yeah, pass the turn. Hold up that you can flash that in and return something if you want. You'll create 2/1/1s this turn. You can create 4/1/1s this turn. Not sure what he's doing, but I would crack the food at the end of his turn since you're at a lower life.
Oof.
So I would attack with the Dazzling Angel for 2. And then I would play the pup and return the plunder to your hand and replay the plunder to try to dig for an answer. Play the plunder. Luminous Rebuke, that is an answer. Unfortunately, he's going to get 8 more, but you play your land just because you have the ghoul activation. End the turn.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, so he's going to get 8 more 1/1s here. Your turn. And then I would just pass the turn. And when he activates Krenko, you rebuke it.
Should I swing for 2?
No, because he's going to have like 6, 7, 8 plus 8. He's going to have 16 creatures to attack with. All right, rebuke it right now. He'll get 1 less goblin. 13, 14, 15. So now you need to draw the one that gives -1/-1 to all. Seeker's Folly. Seeker's Folly would kill his entire board pretty much.
Cross your fingers.
You can block 5. So 1 plus 4 would hit you for 9 this turn. I would definitely block with the Plunderer. He's just trying to untap his Cerberus, I believe. Oh, and deal 2 damage to something. All right, what's he going to do 2 damage to? So sack, use your ghoul, and sack the guy he's trying to kill. And he has pretty close to lethal on board, so you definitely need to draw something helpful here. That's not it. So you're going to have 4 blockers with his activation. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's got 12 damage on board. So yeah, just pass the turn. You have to draw Seeker's Folly, or you
Or we're
this
dead.
next turn, or you're dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeker's Folly is a bust. Krenko, the 1-man army.
Yeah, jeez.
Does Cerberus have trample? I don't think it does, but we double check. That's his 5/3. Okay, it does not. Pass. Oh, yeah, just block with your 3/1 pop. He could have ended the game already if he would just attack you. Nice, Panda. Play the Panda, it immediately gets a counter on it, and you gain a life. Every creature's good right now because every creature negates one of his guy's attacks. Technically, two of them because you gain a life. Yeah, just pass the turn.
Yeah, I wonder what he's waiting for.
So this time you'll be able to block 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You'd hit you for 11. You'd go to 6, but you'd eat up most of his board here. Ooh, good draw. Is he going to pull the trigger this turn?
Man, I don't know why he wouldn't. Oh, he's doing math.
Okay. Okay, well, you put the Panda in front of one of the 4/4s, and I think you just take the other 4. Put the Panda in front of the one that doesn't have the equipment, because it's a bigger creature overall.
Like that?
Let me see your graveyard. Look at your graveyard again. So you're going to get back Sunblessed. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's right. Panda dies. Get back the Sunblessed. Man, show me the battlefield one more time.
We don't have much time.
Get the Sunblessed. You have plenty of time. You have 3 timeouts.
Oh, okay.
It has life link, so that helps a lot. You want a Macabre Waltz really bad here.
Oh, you want the card that kills all their 1/1s.
Rogue's Passage. I think that's actually pretty good. I think you play that, use it on the 3/1 life linker, and attack with it. Attack for 3. 3 blockers. 1, 2, 3. Take 12. So you're effectively at 5 right now. I'm going to end the turn.
And what do we need? The Luminous Rebuke?
No, you need Seeker's Folly.
Secret Folly. Yeah. How many cards are left in our deck? 18. So we got a 1 in 18
Still a
chance.
lot, yeah. Seeker's Folly. I mean, your High Society Hunter would be a really good draw too, especially with the Ghoul. Um,
What do we do? Just take it?
so you can either take it or you can block with a Burglar Rat and then sack the Burglar Rat to your Ghoul.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
The pass, block with the burglar rat,
Hit.
pass priority, and then sack it to the ghoul. Oh, that's a decent draw too.
Just play that.
Yep. And then make your guy unblockable again and swing for 3. I actually think make him unblockable. Let's see. You'll have 2 blockers. 1, 2, 12, 13. I actually think you attack with the flyer as well. So attack with a 3/1 unblockable and the flyer. Because the way he beats you right now is like a claws out, and having 1 more blocker isn't going to stop that from killing you. And this puts him on a lethal clock next turn.
So if he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it. Does he have the claws out, do you think?
I don't think he has it now. I think he would have just jammed attacked. He had it.
And he just played a land, so
Yep. So he's gonna make your probably your ghoul not able to block here. Okay, that's fine.
the burglar rat can't block.
Yep. So put your ghoul on top on the 4/4. You got to pass the blockers. Yeah, put the ghoul on the 4/4 and your vengeful blood witch on the goblin then that can make stuff not block. So the first goblin. Click 2 blockers.
Should I block with the rat?
You can't.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He made it so it could block. And then sack the rat to the ghoul before combat damage so your ghoul will survive. And you'll also trigger the blood witch. Which will drain him for 1 to 4, and you'll gain 1 to 22. Sure. He kills your guy. He takes 1 and goes to 3. Then those trade. Yep. And then you win on the swing back.
Wow, he really played that bad, huh?
Yes. Yeah, you should not have won that game. That was a game that you should not have won. But you played, he gave you options and you played to your out. And because of that, you won.
Crazy.
So not too bad. 3-0. Let's keep it going. Funnily enough, I do think our deck yesterday was better than this deck.
Really?
Yes.
I do too. But we might still end up 3-3, but let's
Sometimes,
hope not.
I mean, we could, yes. But sometimes that's just the way it works. Sometimes you just don't, you play against matchups that are harder or get unlucky.
Yeah, we
Some
got pretty
variant.
unlucky.
Playing against a plat player. Ooh, I like it. I like the hand, especially on the play. I like your fox.
I do too. He needs a name. He can be our mascot.
So now we've got a fox mascot and then half a channel saying of "Don't forget to crack your evolving wilds."
Yeah.
I think you play. I think you attack for 1 first and see what he does. You could have resolute reinforcements to trade, but I think you play the cat collector. the best for your mana efficiency here. Dazzling Angel. All right, yeah, I think you just go ahead and play a land and play the Felidar Saber. Put a counter on both your guys. Oh, excuse me. Then you're free to attack in with your Cat Collect. And then next turn you get to start gaining getting 1/1s every turn from the life link. If you can't get rid of your Cat Collector.
Let's cross our fingers. Oh,
But he does, they control play.
oh, that was his turn though. Ooh,
So you got a couple options. You can you might want to eat alive the Dazzling Angel just because it's going to gain him a lot of life and you can put a lot of pressure on him. So that being the case, I think you play the new Burglar Rat, make him discard a card, and sack that new Burglar Rat to exile his Dazzling Angel. Sacrifice a creature. Target. No, 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 no. Target his creature. There you go. Sacrifice the 1/1 Burglar Rat.
whew.
And then swing in for 4. Try to put some pressure on him. Either Sock's not too big of a problem right now. I think you play the Panda first. Yep. Yeah, play the Panda and then swing in for 4. Was he have a counter spell? Attack for 4. Panda gets a counter. And now you can get back the Cat Collector when the Panda dies. I'll go ahead and play the land. And yeah, go ahead and I think you just swing with everything and see what he does. Holding up the pup.
Do we want to play this first though?
No, because I think with all the mana up, there's a good chance he has a trick, and saving your creatures with Mischievous Pup is really strong here.
So,
Swing out with everything. Next. What do you got? It's a kill spell you don't mind. On the Panda, anyway. If it's on the Felidar Savior, here you go. So it's flashing the pup and return the Savior to your hand. So now you get to use your Savior all over again, and it got rid of his kill spell for nothing. Well, then pass the turn. And then I would crack the food at the end of his turn. Just because it puts another counter on your Panda. I think it's safe to say, yeah, play that before combat. And if it resolves, put...
ooh.
Oh, he's done. All right, we kind of just ran over that guy. Kept the pressure on, never let up. They couldn't do anything. You are one win away from plat. like that game playing things like Pop instead of your Angel, pretty much 2 for 1 to them. I mean, it put them so far behind because the removal spell was useless. And then because it was on the guy that had another ETB effect to put 2 more counters on, it just shoots you so far ahead.
Yeah.
Boring but keepable.
Yeah.
Never feels too bad making them discard 2 cards right off the rip.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Burglar Rats are good answers to the 1/1 as well. No more lands, please, especially planes.
Don't play a pick. I'm so sick of the pick. Okay.
Land in the Burglar Rat. You definitely need some action.
Well, the discard will be pretty effective against a aggro deck.
Absolutely. Just don't want to get too far behind that weekend. Easy block on the 1/1. Oh, that's amazing draw. Rat again. Play your rat again, and the next turn you get to kick the Sun Blessing. Play a third rat if he still has a card in his hand. And you're just going to take 4 here. No blocks. Pass turn. Nice. So play your land and kick the Sun Blessed Healer. That was such a good draw. It's going to return the Burglar Rat. Make him discard his last card.
Oh man.
No attacks. And he had the combo to steal your creature and sack it to the ghoul. And I think you just trade the 2 Burglar Rats. Actually, no. Trade the Sunblessed Healer for it.
Really?
Because you can use, yeah, because you can Vampire Soul Caller back the Sunblessed Healer next turn to your hand.
So just like that?
Yep.
Oh, we'll gain back 3 life.
2 technically, because you're going to lose 1 to the Vengeful Blood Witch.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so now you get to play your planes and play the Vampire Soul Caller and return the healer to your hand. Just recur over and over again. And pass the turn. I blocked the 2/1/1s with your two Burglar Rats. Yep. You'll take 2 more. He'll gain 2.
That's getting annoying.
So then he has nothing in hand. So here I'd probably just play the Angel. And I'd probably just cast the Sunblessed Healer without kicking it. Because I think that puts you too far ahead for him to do anything. Get a gain of life. And now you have a 3/1 life link. Yeah. And then just stack for 3 in the air. I would hold on to the land to use to Macabre Waltz because it's not a swamp.
Got it.
You don't need any more planes.
Oh, that was good. Just a land. And
Oh
now,
yeah, you're very very far ahead now. And I'd play the swamp, and I would just I would just attack with everything. Because he either trades and kills your Sunblessed, or he doesn't, and you gain 3 and then take 3. So, yep, just pass the turn. He's got a 1/1 on board. You have 5 damage in the air on the board. You're going to win this race very fast.
Ooh.
Discard the land. Oh, beautiful. Play that. Attack for 5 in the air. He'll probably draw a card, and if he can't answer the High Society Hunter, he'll probably scoop. Yep. He's already thinking about scooping before he even draws. There it is. Concession.
Oop.
Oh, he's going to let you finish off. Nice. Attack with everything. I would not sacrifice anything. The funny thing is, with the Macabre Waltz, you could get back the Soul Caller and the Sunblessed again, and then do it again. Yeah, just end the turn. And swing. That would be a nice 5-0. Let you draw a card by killing a guy. Decline.
He's like, he could have conceded at any time.
I know. Hey, you're platinum. Is this the highest you've ever been in limited?
Yes, absolutely. I've never been past bronze.
We're gonna make you a mythic player yet. Can we get a clean sweep? 7-0 trophy?
How many more do we have? Just one more?
2 more. We're 5-0. But I'd say this is feeling like pretty good redemption for yesterday.
Yeah.
Not fun, but keepable.
Yeah, and we're on the draw, so hopefully
They
we get
also
something good.
They also mulligans, so Pilfer hits a little harder too.
Oh, nice.
Oh man, that's gonna be brutal. Pilfer them this turn, and then Seeker's Folly the next turn. They're not gonna have any cards in their hand. So, I mean, they can't play. Yeah, I would just take the Felidar Savior. We're kind of hoping they play a land and play a creature here. They did not, but then I would Seeker's Folly and make him discard 2 cards. And they're basically top decking here. They have make their move, their Siphoner. You just play the Vanguard and he can't attack anymore. The Angel. Make your move, can't kill your Angel.
Just swing in for 3?
No, because that allows them to swing in. I guess you can trade your pup for one of those. If you want. No, because that's flash. So if you want to swing in for 3, yeah, because you could probably got to start getting aggressive. So go ahead and swing in for 3. Wait for them to attack. Flash in the mischievous pup and block. Oh, flash in the mischievous pup right now and save your guy. And then trade if they swing. That was almost like them having a dead draw because you were going to do that anyway. Well, you weren't going to return your guy, but
Yeah.
play a land, play the Vanguard. You just need to find some pressure from your deck now.
We've got 2 of our 4 removal spells. That's pretty good.
Yep. Oh, that is really good. Top deck for them.
So we need to put a lot
Yep.
of pressure on fast then.
Yeah, you need to stop drawing lands.
But
I would play a land.
we can kill their creatures as they start to play them.
That's the hope. It's a lot of value really fast. Yep, so that resolves. Let him attack you for 2. And then bake into a pie his 4/4. And I would crack the food right now so you can surveil. I guess you keep that. Can't really get rid of removal when you don't have that much. I'd hold on to the land, just swing for 3 and pass.
I'm just going to have to outrun them here.
Yeah, you're kind of just dodging removal. If he has removal for your Seraph, you're in trouble. That's fine. Just go ahead and pay full value to kill the Sarah Angel right now. You need like a cat collector draw here,
Jeez.
not a land draw. I would just hold on to both lands at this point.
And he's getting 2 cards a turn. I don't like
Yeah,
this.
this isn't looking good right now. All right, I think you're gonna have to eat alive the 1/3 because it's been gaining him too much life. Put him on a 3-turn clock and hope that he doesn't draw a removal. If I play one of your lands, you don't need to hold 3, hold 2.
I just hope he draws nothing. Come on.
Well,
Yes.
seeing him playing land is very good.
Yeah.
Vengeful Blood Witch is a decent draw. Play that, swing in. Well, he has one more draw step to answer your angel, or you win. So I would block the 1/1 because you get a surveil from it. So trade there, and then he loses 1 and you gain 1, and you get a surveil.
Ooh.
Nice. You just won with pretty much 1 creature the entire game. That's pretty crazy.
That was crazy.
The Vanguard pretty much won the entire game for you. All right, 6-0. One more for an undefeated trophy.
So this is the final boss.
This is the final boss, and you have 3 chances at it.
Well, let's just do it in one.
I agree.
I'm already tired.
Yeah, we're up past your bedtime for this
Yeah.
one. But once again, good redemption draft. Oh, man, this hand is beautiful if you could curve out with lands, but you just don't know if you're going to. So I think you might have to mull again. All right, it's a little better. Question is, what are we pitching here?
I like the Seeker's Folly.
Yeah, I think we have to pitch the bake into a pie here. We're farthest off of casting that as removal because you can sacrifice the rat for eaten alive. So I think this is right. Because rat into folly is pretty strong. That's 3 cards from their hand. Do need to rip a land off the top, which you did.
They discard a land, huh?
Yep. And then I would just Seeker's Folly them and make them discard 2 more. Or maybe not. Maybe you play the Hungry Ghoul this turn and wait 1 turn so they can thin their hand out of lands a little bit before you make them discard 2 cards.
Yeah, because if they discarded a
But
land, they're probably.
at this point, we definitely want to try to hit. I would just pass the turn. We definitely want to try to hit the big creatures out of their hand because you can't handle the big creatures right now, and that's what green red is. It's just stomps. I think you would just take 2 this turn.
Yeah.
You're not too worried about it. Four, 3. That's a lot bigger. All right. Well, there you go. Play that. So play your land and play the savior. Put a counter on both your guys. And then no attacks. Then next turn, pull the trigger on the Seeker's Folly. So he's got to be playing with tricks in his hand. Giant Growth is in this that gives +3/+3. But you can't fall too far behind. I think you do throw the 3/3 in front of the 4/3 and then the 2/3 in front of the 2/2. He would have to have 2 tricks to save them both. No, I would use the 2/3, not the 2/2. Don't use your burglar rat. Use the 2/3, as he has to trick there to keep his guy alive and kill yours. And if he does, the other one dies. He's got Sure Strike or Giant Growth. There's the Giant Growth. Yep. The other 2 trade. He plays the creature here. Yep. And then you make him discard his other 2 cards. And now you're both pretty much top decking, but he is winning on board right now. I would play your land. Pass turn. Block the 4/2. And now you just need some recursion. Oh, he top decked another Giant Growth. How lucky. Yeah, I'd play that. You're going to take 4 from the Truffle Snout again, but you can't attack with Elite this turn. Hopefully you draw like a 2-drop that you can sack to the Eaten Alive so you can draw a card from it. So no blocks. Yeah, Luminous Rebuke the Truffles now.
Just
Because when it dies, you get to draw a card with a Society Hunter. That was a really good draw. Nice. Attack for 5 and then play that. Set up your next draw. Fantastic couple of draws there. Macabre Waltz, easily.
select this one.
Yep. You are in a very good spot now.
He went back to 21.
Yes, he did. If he attacks, it's easy block for you. Easy block. You get to draw 2 cards from this. Really bad attack by your opponent. All right. So I think you go ahead and just pay 5 to exile the 4/4 flyer.
Eaten alive.
Yeah, pay full price to exile that flyer. Yep. And then attack for 5. Easy play your land. What's in your graveyard? All right. So play Burglar Rat. Make him discard his card in his hand.
Oh.
Ooh, nice hit. Attack with your Society Hunter, and I would sack the rat to draw a card and put a counter on your guy.
Sacrifice.
So click on the rat. Yeah. Nice. And then I'd go ahead and Macabre Waltz using the Rogue's Passage. Make sure you tap the Rogue's Passage. Oh, it is. You're good. You're good. And get back the Felidar Savior. And probably the Gutless Plunder. And then discard the Pilfer, since you're not going to need the Pilfer at this point because he's got no cards in hand. And pass your turn. I think you've pretty much locked this game in.
Let's see. Let's play careful. Oh!
All right. Very nice 7-0 trophy.
That's the way to go. That makes me happy.
Very good redemption draft.
Let's see our rewards.
Cool and calm 2,200 gems and 6 booster packs.
Well, we got to go open them now.
Got a rare card, Day of Judgment, Rune Scar, Brass of the Bounty, Helen, Flagstorm, and a Coma.
Not bad, not bad.
Well, not bad at all. It's a very good draft today.
I did not finish this one goal. Oh no, that one's okay. That's for wins.
I was going to say, your goals are all complete, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, well.
You're up to 27,000 gems now and climbing.
All right. I think we'll call it a night. That was a great 7 rounds. Thanks, Kai.
Absolutely. Take care, everyone, and don't forget to crack your Evolving Wilds.
Yeah, and like and subscribe.
That too.
All right. See ya.